Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
Is a man must have done that, but it's not always a man, is it?
Not always, but I suppose it is most of the time, to be fair, so that you can see why society thinks it's a man. Yeah. As you say, it may not be, but I suppose generally it is.
Yeah. So it's a sad state of affairs, isn't it, for men? And it's not going to get better, because the men that are being brought into the world now, they're even softer than the men. And no disrespect to the youths. What I'm saying is, the men that I see today, the boys that I see, they I don't know, because they have all these things, these luxuries and all these things that would distract them. And they're more prone to being bombarded with a certain sort of information, and that is dangerous on its own. The information that they've been exposed to, and it's confusing. And so you see these men today, and there's no way out for them. You see them and you feel sorry for them, because it's what they've been fed with. It's what they've been fed with. It's the social media, what they're getting from the social media. I mean, men like us, we can look at something on the social media and go, that's not true. But it's harder for somebody younger. And it would have been harder for us if we was born in this generation. But it's because we have a lot of experience, life experience behind us. We're able to cope with it. So I'm not gonna say it's hopeless, because it isn't, but it's gonna get worse for men. This system, it's gonna get worse for men. I don't know the way out.
That's a good description of all of that you put there. I think that is a disadvantage for men. I mean, it comes back to, I think, a phrase I heard when I was a young boy was, and I probably well meant by my parents, but big boys don't cry, and that kind of sets the scene, doesn't it, for the future, that, we're not allowed to express those emotions, which I guess is why men as a species, or part of the species, are considered to be unable to express themselves emotionally as a generalization. I think it starts in childhood with all those formative years. But hopefully they're not too much different, the young lads of today, and hopefully things are better than we might think. Other disadvantages, though, that again in this survey men came up with, one was going bald. Right, so which again, women I mean, I think there are some women who, alopecia, isn't it, where they lose their hair, but it is more a male problem, going bald, isn't it? And we then look at the childbirth pain, and there are men, I can tell you, who say being kicked accidentally, or say at a football match or whatever, in the testicles is one of the most agonising pains known to man.
It is.
And I don't know whether you've ever experienced that. I used to play football. Yeah, you have as well. And it is actually, to me, the pain was indescribable. That's the only way I can say it. It was agony in the true sense. Thankfully, it doesn't kind of go on perhaps for as long as a childbirth can go on. And I'm not equating the two pains. I guess women would still say the pain of childbirth is the toughest. That said, and we may look in a minute at the women's side of things, women generally are known physically to respond better to pain, because their brains react to pain in a different way, apparently. So they cope, not to say they don't feel the pain, but they cope with it they're much better at coping with pain than men are. And I suppose that even feeds the idea that we have things like man flu. You know, men make much more of a fuss, and there's some truth in that, I think. But yeah, so that's a disadvantage if ever you're playing in a game. I mean, some games, of course, like cricket, baseball, you wear a box to prevent the worst aspects of being kicked or hit there. But in football, kind of surprises me a bit, but it's never the case. And quite frequently during the season, watching football on TV, you'll see a man go down and the commentator will say something to the effect he's being hit in that wrong place, sort of thing. And it takes, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes for that pain to disappear. So yeah, that's perhaps a disadvantage of being a man. Others said man boobs. I don't know what you think about man boobs. I don't see that. I don't think I've got.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor Gear and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.